Welcome back to my channel and to a favorites video. It has been a hot minute since my last favorites video. Probably like 6 or 7 months. I don't know. It's been a really long time, but I don't know. I really like doing these videos. I love sharing things I've tried and things that were sent to me that I think are awesome, but I don't ever want people to feel like they have to go out and like buy everything. So that was sort of my concern with the favorites videos, was that they were sort of giving this impression that you have to go out and buy everything, and that is so not my attitude. So I feel like rather than doing monthly favorites, I'm just gonna stop in every now and then and share some things that I have been loving. And because it's been a while, there's quite a few things. It's everything from like green beauty to healthy food to wellness and random stuff that I like threw in there because I can. So I thought we would start off with some green beauty favorites, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm using a new foundation. If you can tell, I'm impressed. It's actually like a new old foundation. It's a foundation that I used to use a really long time ago, but then I found the Gressa foundation. And you guys know I love me some Gressa. It is amazing. But the thing about Gressa is that it's really thick and like kind of tacky, so it comes on sort of matte, and which I really like. But there's also like some days where you don't want to be wearing like a heavy coat of foundation, but you just want like a nice like even base. And so I was actually sent this, and it's the Vapor Atmosphere Soft Focus, and I hadn't used this in a really long time because I like kind of converted to Gressa, and I started to use it and I was like, you know, I still don't like this as much. But then I figured out the trick. So the deal with this is that it's like more liquidy, it's definitely more dewy, it absolutely needs a primer. You can't wear it without a primer, in my opinion. I'm sure other people feel differently, which brings me to my next product, which is the Juice Beauty Phytopigments Illuminating Base Primer. So these two together are amazing and have been my go-to if I've been traveling in the summer. If you guys don't know, the summer in San Francisco is actually really cold, but when you're really hot, you don't want to wear like thick foundation. So this is like a nice layer, and it actually stays on if you use the primer. So use whatever primer you have. This is the one that I absolutely love and I use it all the time. Huge fan, so these two products definitely make my favorites. Continuing on with the Green Beauty skincare, I mentioned this in my empties video, but I have been really into the Jasmine Green Tea Herbivore Toner. So I feel like I've gone through 1,000,001 toners and I like a lot of them. To me, there's a couple factors that are important. One is like, it has to work and I have to like feel like a difference. Otherwise I just feel like I'm spraying water on my face, and it needs to be accessible. So I've loved other toners in the past, but they're hard to come by, and I want to be able to like go onto Credo and order it easily, or go into a Credo store. I want it to be available, and Herbivore is pretty much available everywhere, which I really like. I also obviously love the smell of jasmine, which I'm sure you guys know by now. So of course I love this. It's so, so good. I'm a really, really huge fan. So if you're looking for a toner that's pretty accessible that you can order online, do this guy. You know, it's been a long day. You want to take your makeup off. Normal cleansers usually don't take your makeup off, which is why for a long time I was using the cleansing balm from Beauty Counter, which I really liked. But then the night of our wedding, I actually left it in the shower at the hotel. And so I was like, oh, that's a bummer. And then when I went to go buy it again, I was like, the price point on this is like a little insane. And I'm not a Beauty Counter consultant, and I just like, I really couldn't justify it. But then in a package that I got, and I have no idea where I got it from, I think it might have been from Credo, I got this Trilogy Makeup Be Gone Cleansing Balm, and it's basically the same thing as the cleansing balm. Is that what it's called? What's it called? Yeah, I think it's called the cleansing balm. I don't know, I'm having a brain fart, but there's actually fewer ingredients in it, which is even better, and it totally does the trick. I love the smell. I put this all over my face and then use a washcloth to take all my makeup off, and it's awesome. I love this so much. But if anyone knows this situation, when you have to take your makeup off in a hotel room, or if you're traveling, you feel really bad because you don't want to get all that foundation on everything. I have been there so many times, and I was like, I gotta figure this situation out, which is when I came across these, which are the Juicy Bamboo wipes. And for a long time, I was like, I'm not gonna use wipes because they're not great for the environment, and like, I don't need to use them. But like, I found myself in this situation way too many times. And so I got these. They're actually biodegradable, which is awesome. So they're not like the worst thing ever. The ingredients are really legit. I'm pretty sure you, oops. pretty sure you can order this on Credo, and I think Detox Market as well, but they're a great company. Really like the ingredients, and yeah, huge fan, especially for those like really awkward hotel moments. Yeah, or like when I'm at Mama Maven's and I don't want to ruin one of her towels. Sorry, Mom. A new face mask, because what would this video be without a face mask? Currently really into the red wine resveratrol scrub and mask. So sometimes I use this as a scrub, like a nice exfoliating scrub. Sometimes I use it as a mask. I really like the consistency of like the, I think it's like little tapioca balls, and so it really helps to scrub nicely, which I really, really like. And the ingredients are amazing. The first ingredient is aloe, and my skin really loves aloe, and then there's rose hydrosol and avocado oil, and there's actually red wine in it, and like your girl loves red wine, so naturally, I love this. Bonus points if you put this on and drink a glass of red wine. Let's move on to some food. So you guys know I have pretty bad seasonal allergies. They're actually been okay lately. I think it's because I don't want to go outside because the sun doesn't come out here in the summer, but I love the bee powered from Beekeepers Naturals. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about Beekeepers before. Carly has been on the podcast. She's so cool. The company is incredible, and they make all like bee-based products. And the bee powered is a mixture of raw honey, propolis, royal jelly, and bee pollen. So it's like a big old bee zinger, if that makes any sense. But it's more than anything, it like tastes amazing. So I like to have a scoop of it, like sometimes in the morning and sometimes before I go to bed. I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to have it in the morning because it's supposed to be energizing, but I think honey also can make you sleepy. So I don't really know. I'm gonna have to ask Carly about that, but there are worse things in the world than having 2 scoops of this a day. Big fan, tastes amazing, love this company. Okay, this one, I swore I would not be one of these people, but I am. I officially am. For SigMatic. No, this isn't sponsored, I promise. Okay. I wondered if they were really worth the hype. And I asked you guys, and some of you were like, it's amazing, and some of you were like, I don't know, I didn't really notice an effect. I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised about the effectiveness of it. So I drink coffee, I love coffee. My skin does not love coffee, so I try not to drink it very often. I do better not creating like super intense rules around what I can and cannot eat, so I still drink coffee, but I just try and find other things that I can supplement or have instead. And so I decided to try out the mushroom coffee trend, and not the ones that are like coffee plus mushrooms. I meant like no coffee, just the mushrooms. So they have a couple different flavors, and each of them has a mushroom that has a different effect. And so since I wanted kind of the like intense sort of like brain wake up call that is coffee, I went for the one with cordyceps. And I swear to God, I started to get heart palpitations. Like I was so uncomfortable. I did it for 2 weeks and I couldn't figure out why I was feeling so anxious all the time. I was so overwhelmed. It just like, and you know, that happens, but like, it was just like very physical, like a very physical manifestation. And as soon as I cut it out, I felt so much better. So if you have any questions about the effectiveness of it, very effective. So I ended up giving the rest of the package away, couldn't handle it. Clearly cordyceps were not my thing. But my friend was like, you should try out the lion's mane one. It helps with focus, but it doesn't give you the same sort of like intensity that like, or kind of like a, I don't know, I'm not describing this well, but like it doesn't give you the same thing that like caffeine from coffee would give you. And so I decided to try out the lion's mane. And I actually really like it. I do find it helps with focus. Like I'm definitely able to like have a cup in the morning, and it isn't that like, oh my God, like I have this caffeine high and so many ideas, and like you sign up for 1,000,001 things and then you overcommit yourself, which is the story of my life with caffeine. So I don't have that, which is probably a good thing. It also like isn't like a major wake up call. So sometimes I kind of pair it with tea. Like I'll have this and tea. I don't really like mixing this with things. It definitely has its own flavor to it, which I don't mind, but I don't love like the mixture of it with other things. I don't know how to describe the flavor. It doesn't taste like coffee though. Like I can assure you it does not taste like coffee, but the taste isn't bad. So I'm giving it a try. So far so good. I'm into it. I'm probably about 2 weeks through this package, and yeah, I actually like it. So I'm that person. I'm into For SigMatic. Guys, have you tried this flavor of Health-Ade Kombucha? If you have, comment below because I need to know who you are. It is so good. So this is the jalapeno, kiwi, and cucumber. And I know those 3 flavors sound so weird, but I promise it works. It like has the kick of jalapeno with a little bit of sweetness, but it's also like super refreshing from the cucumber. It's just like a mixture of everything. It is the best kombucha I have ever tried. Like actually, my only complaint is that it's really hard to find. So it's in like random shops here in San Francisco. I think they're working to get it into Whole Foods, but like you can go into like random stores and find it. Eventually, I hope it'll be everywhere, which might spur like an even crazier addiction to this, but it's good for you. It's probiotics. So if you're looking for like the ultimate kombucha, it's this guy. It just is a mixture of everything. Also, if you mix it with tequila, it's like a beverage that like gets you a little tipsy, but it's good for you, right? It wouldn't be a favorites video without a little sage. So my hair just like kind of exploded. What else is new? So I haven't been buying a whole lot of new sage stuff, mainly because I've just been trying to use up how much product I have in the house. But I did get the happiness packet, and I think it was given to me, just to clarify. Pretty sure it was given to me, and in it, I got Cloud 9, and it's amazing. It's definitely something that I'm going to repurchase. This is the little baby size that comes in the happiness box. I like a lot of the other scents in there. It's things like Liquid Sunshine is in there, which is a super popular one. I didn't like love every single one of them, but definitely Cloud 9 is a new favorite, and I've been diffusing it a ton because it gives me that like happy summery vibes that you don't get when it's 50 degrees in August. Last one, Kindle. Well, no, it's not the Kindle, it's a book. I just don't read physical. Well, I do read physical books, but they're more like coffee table books. This is where I read most of my books. Reading for the THM book club. If you are not a member of the THM tribe and you want to be a part of the book club, I will link it below, so make sure you join. This is not the book club book, mainly because I haven't finished that one yet, but I still have 2 weeks, so it's okay. But I did read a book in 2 days, and it was so good, and I think a lot of people have read this book and also agree that it's really good, and it's Little Fires Everywhere. I think it was like New York Times bestseller last year. It's probably still on the list. It's just like a really quick read, engaging story, like very meaningful in a lot of ways, like makes you think about things, but also like light at the same time, but heavy. I don't know, it has all the things. It's like the kombucha. It's like a book that has all the flavors to it, but really, it's a really great book. So if you're looking for like a good quick read or just like a good engaging read, Little Fires Everywhere. And if you're curious about the book club book, make sure you join the tribe. Last month's was, well, I guess it's every other month, but 2 months ago, it was You Are a Badass, and it was a really great meeting, and I learned a lot from it. I'm also reading her second book, All About Money, to work on some money blocks I have, which, as it turns out, like, I'm human. We all have, like, weird blocks, and mine's around money. So, there you have it. Those are my favorites currently. There's probably more stuff, but I just kind of went around and was like, here's what I've been using all the time. Okay, must grab. So, that's what I have right now. There's always stuff coming up. I'm always sharing about it on Instagram, like the things that I'm loving, just in my stories here and then. So make sure you follow me on Instagram if you want to stay up to date on the things that I use on the daily. And hopefully there will be another favorites video soon, but we'll see. Like I mentioned in all of my past videos in the last like few weeks, I'm kind of being sporadic about this. There is a lot going on here. Stuff that I haven't really talked about, but really exciting things that are happening. So I've been kind of distracted with that, but in a good way. So I cannot wait to share. I feel like Instagram or the tribe are probably the quickest places you'll hear about them. Probably the tribe, I think. Definitely the tribe. But stay tuned on the blog. There's a lot going on. But for real, it's all good things. So tell me what's going on in your life. Comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear, like, what are you up to this summer? Is it boiling hot where you are? Or are you in this like weird bubble that is San Francisco where it's freezing all summer long? Let me know. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more favorites videos. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. Just lets you know when a new video is live. And yeah, I'd love to connect with you guys. All right, I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.